And we have taken the week off, and we are hiking a section of the Appalachian Trail. And so we've almost made it to the end of our first day hike. And so I'm going to ask Pastor Jeff the question: what's been the hardest uh, for you, and what kind of spiritual lesson have you learned from this?
Yeah, well, certainly the weather has cooperated. It's been perfect weather. Sunshine all day long, cool, little breeze here and there. We're standing on top of Frosty Mountain, which is 3,382 feet. We're getting ready to descend. And then our goal is Springer Mountain for tonight, but we'll stop if we need to. But the hardest part, I guess, has been the constant elevation change. And that would be fine if it was all just flat dirt, but it's a lot of rocks, a lot of roots, and so a big challenge. But spiritually, we've been keeping Bible verses in our minds, like
Mm-hmm.
Philippians 4:13. I can
Yeah,
do all things.
definitely Philippians 4:13.
Yeah, I can do all things through
Yeah,
Christ who strengthened me.
yeah.
And also, we played a little orchestra music a while ago from the movie Rocky, Going the Distance, Bill Conti.
Yeah.
And so we're constantly trying to motivate ourselves, and I think it's going to be a great trip.
Right. So for me, I think the hardest thing for me has been the constant change of incline. So we will go on a steep incline for a while, and then it will steady off and maybe kind of a incline downhill for a little bit, and then we gotta and then it's just that constant change, which for me I think is kind of like life, because sometimes you're climbing uphill, sometimes you're coasting going downhill in life, but sometimes it's straight away, and so there's a lot of obstacles on the path. There's a lot of roots and rocks, and so for me, when I was getting really really tired, I had to look down. I couldn't like I had to look down, and I had to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and so it was a slow pace because we're going uphill. I'm hard. It's hard. My back's hurting. My arms, where my backpack is digging in, is hurting, and I'm just saying, Philippians 1:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
413, preacher.
What did I say?
113.
Philippians. Well, I know it's Philippians 4:13. Uh, so I was just saying that over and over again in my head, uh, and just watching one foot over another, instead of trying to. Jeff was in front of me, and instead of trying to keep up with his pace, I was trying to walk my own race. And I think that's true in life too. We got to walk the race that God has intended for us and designed for us. And so it's been fun. It's been a beautiful day. Perfect weather. We couldn't have asked for more perfect weather. And so I will check in. And I know I've got a lot of new followers on my YouTube channel. So thank you all for following me. And so I know a lot of people have followed me because of the last video that I did, and I haven't responded to anybody's comments yet, because we were traveling to get here, and then once we got here, I just haven't had a chance really to sit down and read all the comments. But I saw some encouraging ones. I saw some that were a bit of concern, but regardless, thank you all for giving me a follow. And so I try to put some good content on here, some good spiritual content, Jesus-centered, Bible-centered content. I've got some old sermons and biblical preaching and teaching on there. And so just a little bit about me. I'm a graduate of Asbury Theological Seminary, and so we've got a great statement. Of course, I graduated almost 25 years ago now, but they've got a great statement for biblical authority, which I certainly believe in, and I believe in preaching the gospel that changes lives. So that's it for now, and I will
One
hope.
last thing.
Yeah.
Jesus rocks.
All right. All right. I'll talk to y'all